हेलो स्टूडेंट्स। आज फिर से हम बात करते हैं कुछ एक्टिविटीज़ को लेके। यहाँ पर आज हम दो एक्टिविटी की बात करेंगे। फर्स्ट वन है हाइड्रोलिसिस ऑफ वाटर एंड सेकंड वन इज़ डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शन। तो सबसे पहले बात करते हैं हाइड्रोलिसिस ऑफ वाटर को लेकर। हाइड्रोलिसिस ऑफ वाटर की अगर हम बात करें तो हमने एक सेटअप बनाया जहाँ पर हमने कैथोड और एनोड दो इलेक्ट्रोड्स का यूज़ किया। जो हम इलेक्ट्रोड यहाँ पर यूज़ कर रहे हैं वो ग्रेफाइट के बने हैं। एनोड और कैथोड दोनों ही कनेक्टेड हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ बैटरीज। दोनों को बैटरी के साथ कनेक्ट किया गया और जो भी एक्सटर्नल सोर्स है उसका हम यूज़ यहाँ पर कर रहे हैं ताकि हम इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को पास करा सकें थ्रू वाटर। वाटर की अगर बात करें, यहाँ पर हमने लिया वाटर विद सॉल्युबल सॉल्ट, बिकॉज प्योर वाटर इज़ नॉन कंडक्टिंग इन नेचर। जो वाटर है, प्योर वाटर है, वो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को कंडक्ट नहीं करता। इसीलिए हमने क्या किया, सॉल्ट वाटर का यहाँ पर यूज़ किया। या हम वाटर के अंदर एसिड की कुछ ड्रॉप्स का यूज़ कर सकते हैं टू मेक वाटर कंडक्टिंग। एंड व्हेन द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इज पास थ्रू द वाटर, then it dissociate in the hydrogen and the oxygen, and the hydrogen gas will be collected at cathode while the oxygen gas will be collected at the anode. So this is the experimental setup for hydrolysis of water. We have given some observations. Our work is to learn these observations. The first one is that we said pure water does not conduct electricity. So our work is to add few drops of acid to make it conducting. Or in place of acid we can take the salt water also, because salt water also has the tendency to conduct electricity. The hydrogen gas will be collected at the cathode, the oxygen gas will be collected at anode, and the volume of hydrogen will be double than the volume of oxygen. We can easily see this thing, that the balloon which is filled by the hydrogen has higher volume in comparison to the another balloon in which we have oxygen gas. So hydrogen gas, the volume of the hydrogen gas will be double in comparison to the volume of oxygen gas. So we have to learn this thing, because sometime in the examination we got the question that name the gas in the hydrolysis of water which is higher in volume than the other one. So hydrogen gas has higher volume in comparison to the oxygen. So this was the activity related to the hydrolysis of water. We will go for the next one, the activity second, which is related with the displacement reaction. A displacement reaction is the reaction in which a more reactive metal displaces the least reactive metal from its aqueous solution. So to explain this, we will use the example of iron and copper sulfate. The iron which is present in the solid state react with copper sulfate which is in the aqueous solution, and the color of the copper sulfate solution is blue. But when the reaction is taking place, we are getting ferrous sulfate solution and copper. The ferrous sulfate solution, or we can say the iron sulfate solution, is light green in color. So work is to observe the things before the reaction and after the reaction. We have given two solutions. The one solution which is blue in color is of copper sulfate, but after the reaction we can easily see that the color of the solution fades and now it changes to light green. So this is due to the displacement reaction, that iron and copper, the iron is more reactive in comparison to the copper. So iron can easily displace copper from its aqueous solution, and then product we will get ferrous sulfate or iron sulfate and copper. In the reaction we observe something. The first one is before the reaction take place, the iron is in solid state and the copper sulfate is in aqueous form and its color is blue. But after the reaction, the color of the copper sulfate fades, it changes from blue, and there is appearance of light green color which shows formation of iron sulfate or ferrous sulfate. It means the displacement reaction takes place. So on the basis of this activity, we can conclude that a more reactive metal can displace a least reactive metal from its aqueous solution. And for the questions related with the displacement reaction, our work is to learn the reactivity series of metal. So you have given one reactivity series here in which the potassium is given as most reactive element while the gold is considered as least reactive element. So if we see this order, we can say the potassium which is more reactive can displace sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, tin, lead, copper, mercury, silver and gold. It means potassium has the tendency to displace all the metals which are present below potassium. In the same manner, sodium can displace all the metals which are placed below sodium, but it does not have the tendency to displace potassium, because in the reactivity series potassium is placed at the higher position in comparison to the sodium. So on the basis of this reactivity series, we can easily do the reactions that are known as displacement reaction. So try to learn this reactivity series and you will be able to do all the questions related to the displacement reaction. Okay students, thank you.